It's like, and we back, and we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. We're back. So, as you can see, it's a little later than normal. Like I said, most of you guys don't watch this live anyway. And the mornings for me are like, so adding in that morning meditation is, I think it's great. It's a great practice for me to get to it and try to do it. But I'm not always going to be able to do it exactly in the morning. And also, it's not going to be every day. It's going to be 5 days a week. So I was thinking, like, doing this every day at 8 a.m. in the morning, that's fucking cool. Like, that's real neat. But it's a lot on me to try and do that. So as much as I want to be of service to you guys, I'm not going to put myself under pressure to do it. So, with that being said, it's 10:30, so, we're here. Been thinking about... There we go. That's better. Okay. So, I don't know what that was. Hopefully, this is working for you. I guess we'll figure it out. So, like I was saying, let me just check something, because now I got this on my mind. Just want to make sure it's working. Okay. All right, we're live. All right, is that me live? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're live. So, like I was saying, I've been trying to, for those of you, if this is a new video, the live stream stopped like halfway through. But the recording was going the whole time. So anyways, I've been trying to make sure that these videos are of service to you. And one thing that I like to do is put myself into things, and so I'm trying to pull back as much as I can, pull myself out of this, and just make it all about giving you something. And what I've been noticing is, even now I do it. So it might just be how I do this, but I see myself putting myself into this, right? But it could just be that I'm only really around myself and, Chelsea all day. And I only have my experience. So I can only really teach from my experience. And, I like to think of myself as something. And typically those people don't really use themselves as examples when they're teaching, right? So they just teach, or whatever. But what I'm noticing is that it might take away from the message, right? And I don't want this to seem, well, it's not that I don't want it to seem, I don't want it to be a situation where I'm just using it as a therapy session, right? Because I have my own tools and techniques for that. And I want to make sure that I'm not putting my shit on you. And so, and I think it's great to share your stuff, like, talk about your trauma and all that type of stuff. But that stuff is so sticky that I want to make sure that this shit stays as clean as possible, right? Because any tinge of that type of thing kind of taints what we're doing here. Because basically, you can't look in two directions at once, right? You can only look forward or backward. And so I'm trying to make sure that this is 100% forward looking and not backward looking, right? And I think that for most of us, like, that's a hard thing to do, right? Like, all we ever have is our past, so we can't. It's kind of hard to base anything else or base our experience on anything else. But something that you learn as you get further into this process is that, and you might even recognize this already, is the past is an illusion. Most people, when they actually, this isn't most people. Every time you remember the past, you actually alter that memory at the source, right? So every time your brain goes back, and it's you know when people like reshare memes, and like you could tell that meme has been shared like 30, 40, 50 times, and like it just starts to lose its luster. It's kind of like weird looking. That's what happens when you're with your memories. And so when you're basing your daily actions based off of a past memory, you're not really grounded in truth, right? And so for me, like I'm like, here we go again, right? But what I always try to do is make sure that my experience is grounded in truth. And if I'm experiencing something and I recognize that it's based on the past, like even though that thing may have happened at the time, it doesn't necessarily mean that my experience of it right now is true, right? And so Jesus teaches that like both the past and the future are illusions, right? And it's not just Jesus. The Buddha teaches this too, right? Like there is no, Eckhart Tolle teaches this too, the power of now. There is no other time than right now, right? And if you're looking in any direction, then you're basically deluding yourself, right? And so it's understanding that even the future is just like looking to the future is almost as bad as looking to the past, right? And so they always say like the best teacher is in the right now, and like you want to have goals, you want to have things that you're working towards, and you definitely don't want to get caught up in the day to day, but the right now is where all of your experience is, and you can't deny that, right? Like as much as somebody wants to say like, yeah, but what about this? What about that? Like, show it to me, right? Like we live in a show me culture. Show me this thing that you're talking about. All you can do is show the remnants of it, right? Like that thing isn't there anymore. And maybe it never even was there, right? And so I don't buy into the fact that like future living in the future tense is absolutely terrible. But something that I used to do when I was a kid was I used to put myself in the future because my present was unbearable, right? And when you do that, it can become a habit. And then you can literally get caught in the trap of not doing the work today because future person's going to do it. You know what I mean? Or like justifying a shitty experience now because things might change. Things will change in the future. Like I have hope things will change. Well, hope will only get you so far. You know what I mean? Like hope doesn't put your foot on the ground, right? Hope won't, like, you still got to kind of do the things, and you only do the things in the right now, right? And so that like these aren't unique teachings, but you always want to make sure that you remember this type of stuff, because the reason we do meditation is to bring us back into the present, right? Like if you're thinking a thought, you're not in the present, right? And that's the thing is like all of this stuff in front of us is like meant to keep you trapped, right? And like your body half the time does it, right? Like where do your thoughts come from? Do you know where they come from? Exactly. Do you know how to distinguish thoughts that are yours and thoughts that aren't? Do you know the difference between a high vibrational thought and a low vibrational thought? Do you know the difference between a true thought and a false thought? these are the things that you're looking for when you're doing meditation. And you're not looking for them, because if you look for them, you get caught up in thinking the thought, right? And so the way I kind of like to see it, the way I visualize it, like when I'm meditating, is these thoughts are like, as a train of thought, these thoughts are literally like trains, right? Like they're long trains, and they're like just flowing to you, right? And some of them are down here, some of them are up here, some of them are like right here, some of them are bigger than others, some of them are fucking really powerful, like really awesome thoughts, and the other ones are like really fucking shitty narrow thoughts, right? But they all have like the shitty narrow thoughts have like really fucking deep grooves in them, right? And the really powerful thoughts, like, they're fucking slippery as shit. Right? So trying to hold on to the powerful thoughts, you're more likely to fall and slip into the fucking deep groove down below, right? And these thoughts kind of run linear to each other, right? Or parallel, I don't know. They run kind of fucking parallel to each other. So as you're thinking a good thought, a shitty thought is running right under it, right? Because they're always constantly fucking coming at you. And this is the thing is, if you don't know where your thoughts come from, you have no idea what thoughts are yours and what thoughts aren't. You have no idea what thought is true and what thought isn't, right? And so you got to start trying to figure out where your thoughts are coming from. I hope that was enough to spur your interest. All right, let's meditate. I gotta raise this thing up. Before we start, let's ask for a blessing. To the divine, supreme Mother God, Father God, we humbly ask for your divine blessing. To all the holy saints, sages, ascended masters, spiritual servants, calling all who have devoted their life to God, and their incarnations to God, and their existence to God. We humbly ask that you come before us and bless us as we walk along this path of meditation and throughout our lives. With that we pray. Amen. Okay. So I've been thinking, like, maybe we should switch up this meditation a little bit, because they're kind of getting long. But I didn't finish that book, so I don't know how to snap into it. And this is probably like your third week of meditation, so go ahead and grab the tip of your nose, pull it, and shake. Go like this. Okay, go ahead and tap your head. Tap right here. Tap right here. And then tap here. And there's another spot here. So tap like the front of your temple and the back of your temple. Basically, what we're just trying to do is stimulate the lymphatic fluid in your system. So I have a strong feeling that the lymphatic fluid in our bodies is magnetic. And the more that we stimulate it and get it to circulate, the more our magnetic resonance or our electromagnetic fields increase. Because basically that's how magnetic fields are created, by moving magnets. So, and then press on your palms. Okay. Go ahead and put your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes open. Start following the breath through your nose. Relax your eyes. Open your ears. You might hear a faint whisper or a whistle. Something like that. Keep following the air as it passes through your nose. Remember, you're not really trying to breathe in, but you're also not trying to hold your breath. Make sure your back is straight. Relax your eyes. Open your ears. Taste your mouth. Start feeling your body. Relax your eyes. Follow the air as it passes through your nose. Relax your eyes. Open your ears. Taste your mouth. Feel your body. From here, what you're going to do is take a deep breath. Hold it. Stretch it. Stretch it. Let it out. When you let it out, just imagine you're letting all that nasty shit out that you've been thinking for the last 48 hours. Take another deep breath. Hold it. Swirl it. Let it out. Hold your breath. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Swirl it. Let it out. Last one. Hold it. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Swirl it. Let it out. From here, go ahead and close your eyes. Raise your hands. Repeat after me. Our hearts are one. Our souls are one. Our spirits are one. We are one. If you yawn, it's okay. You're just clearing energy. You can go ahead and go like this. should kind of see your hands light up since your eyes are closed. Alright, you want to take this, start the cosmic fire, throw it in, pour the water in. Okay. Close your eyes, put your hands out. Repeat after me. Our hearts are one. Our souls are one. Our will is one. We are one. Repeat after me. I am that I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not even the thoughts. I am that I am. I am that I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul, the spiritual self, the Atman, the monad, the Christed being incarnate, made in the image of God. I am that I am. Chant Om with me. We're going to chant 3 times. Om. From here, you're being lifted up into beautiful violet light, almost by your spirit cord connected to the top of your head. And you're just floating, floating, floating. Until you get to a point that you're comfortable with, and then you stop going upwards, and you just sit there and relax. This violet light is surrounding you and making you feel nice, warm, relaxed, and cozy. This is the violet love light of the Creator. And this is why you feel right at home. When we send out our violet light, we're sending out an aspect of the Creator's violet love light. Each one of us acts as an individual part of the whole of the Creator. Whether we choose to consciously recognize it or not is a whole other thing. It is because of this understanding that you now realize you have a piece of the Creator inside of you. This is the thing that you can grab onto and hold on to in your times of struggle. When you quote unquote dig down deep, this is what you find. That piece inside of you that always knows there is more is the infinite aspect of the Creator from where your life force resides. It is this place that all understanding comes from. It is your resistance to this force that brings struggle and strife in your life. If you can operate within the harmonic frequency of your creative force, good things will come to you. Just be receptive. The Creator asks that you accept these gifts in remembrance of who you are, and that you pass these gifts forward as your true blessings to the world. Each of you has been given an individualized portion of adamantine particles to pass forward. Do not hold on to these, for they will bring you trouble if you do. Put your hands on your lap and repeat after me. I humbly, gratefully, dutifully accept these gifts. I respectfully appreciate everything that has been given to me, both in the past, present, and what may come. I will take my part of the whole and hold on to it as I pass forward whatever else I feel I can. It is with doing this that I uphold my end of the bargain. There is no duality. As I pass forth my being, I pass forward an aspect of the Creator. It is in holding back that I create struggle in my life. Lord, as I go forward, I promise to no longer hold back the undying, inspirational, creative force that is inside of me. I understand this force is an aspect of you, and I will let it free. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I am free. I am free. I am free. Just sit back and relax. Your light is shining brighter. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and open your eyes. I hope you feel better. Oh, hold on. There might be one. There we go. All right. There you go. I hope that was good for you. It was good for me. Why don't we go ahead, send our blessings down to the earth, and give thanks while we're doing it. Dear Mother Earth, we thank you so much for providing us a safe harbor to be here in. We understand that there may have been some things that we have done in the past that weren't in the best interest of you, but in our higher consciousness now, we seek to realign those things with the highest will of God, and we understand that there is a lot of work to do, and we do it wholeheartedly and gratefully. Please accept these gifts of divine blessings from the Creator. Okay, go ahead, go like this. Like this. Cut, cut. Last time. Cut. Okay, that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.